But here we go. So we step it up to full throttle, and we set the custom, which will take us there. So you can reset these positions to 80, for instance, and it won't do it until you hit the custom button again. But for this rocket, we want to go directly up, straight up. So in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that's not supposed to be that wobbly at all. It's settling, it's settling. So okay, we're settling down. So the computer is holding me, hopefully at 90. It's wobbling around, but it's maintaining as best as it can. Pretty soon we'll lose these solid rocket boosters, we'll lose these side rockets as well, which will reduce our thrust. But we're already at 3,500 and burnt through a lot of fuel already, so just get ready for this. And separation, and they're gone. So I'm going to carry on going up just for a little bit more, because this is a really tall, unstable rocket. It's about the maximum height you can get with it. We still have some fairly stable flight. It's looking good. Our speed is going down, but as our weight decreases, the engines will cope better. We're already at 10,000. I'm going to rock that over down to 85 and hit the custom button. And now the computer is going to do it for me. Unfortunately, that's giving us a bit of rock. Game sound is very loud, is it? Sorry, let me turn that down. I hope that's better for you. It's only at launch is the problem, really. Yeah, the rocket is too long. I know, I'm just... Because I'm using the SETI program, it means that you don't have... Oh my goodness, that is really, really wobbly. Haven't got long before we lose this stage here, and then it becomes a lot more stable. Come on, fuel, burn through. See, the speed is now increasing because we're a lot lighter now. Those stages were recovered, because I used stage recovery as well. Right, any second now we're going to lose the fuel in this stage. Here it goes. Right, suddenly we got a much more stable rocket. So now I'm going to go to 70. I press the enter key. It's the same as pressing the custom, and now the computer will tip it over for us at the 70 mark along there. So the computer's doing the flying for us. Apoapsis now is 47, so that's good. We're in very thin atmosphere. Let's get rid of this very heavy fairing. With the thin atmosphere, it's not so necessary. I'm going to now go over to 60 degrees, and the computer is doing it for me. Oh, apologies, my green screen's fallen off the wall again. I'll have to sort that when we're a little bit more stable. So we're now into space, so I'm going to quit the engine about 80. Oh, there we go. I was on there, and set my position over to 0. Now the computer will do that very gradually because we haven't got an awful lot of control on this. Oh, 0, sorry. Right, there we go. Right, so now as we're going up, I'm just going to extend some aerials if I can find them. There they are. Deploy the Communitron so we don't lose signal, and I'm going to extend the panels so we don't lose electricity. Okay, time to apoapsis is 42, so we're going to start burning again now, because we got a long way to make our orbit. Add maneuver, get that around, so we got ourselves so that's about right. just to give me a rough idea of how we're doing. Didn't have time to use the computer then, unfortunately. We would have liked to have done, but we were too near our apoapsis, and we wouldn't have had time. So let's see if I can get rid of these probes. Right, so this is us here, starting to form our circularization. We're out of gas on there. So hopefully this engine has got the oomph to complete the circularization for us. Yeah, it's a very inefficient launch. It's because it's a rubbish designed rocket. And I'm got a really weak engine now, and I'm worried I'm not going to make orbit. We're going to pitch up a little bit as well to try and gain a bit of altitude at the same time. See, now we want to go to that position, I think. Phew, just made it 70. Yeah, terrible, terrible, terrible. Bit of orbital mechanics there, but we made it. We made it. So now we can tidy things up a bit because we're in a stable-ish orbit. So stage recovery, that got recovered as well. So we got some money back from that. We got our Communitron out there. We got our solar panels out there. So we are stable. We're good. We're gonna do this. So I'm just gonna sort out the green screen. Bear with me. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Right, now, what we're going to do now is we can see that we got 762 delta V in this stage left here. Oh, so we go to here. Where's the moon? There it is. And set that as the target. So usually our point of maneuvering out comes about here. That's given us an encounter. Ooh, that's not a very good encounter. By no means am I an expert on this sort of stuff. That's a pretty big periapsis. Well, we're just going to stick with that. Right, so what we do now is we put the node, put it onto the node, so the computer's now driving us to that node. We're going to need 849 delta V to make it, and we've only got 762, so we're a bit short. But I think we'll be all right because I can use the other engines. I think it'll be fine. So we're on the node. We've hit the execute button, and we can see that now in 10 minutes it's going to do us a burn. So I'm going to prepare the craft now for our next phase, which means finding the communitron on this satellite. It's in the dark, I can't see it. Okay, we'll do the other thing we're going to do. We're going to set the target. This one is going to be set for Kerbin and activate. And this one is, we'll set it for the moon and activate. And this one, we'll set it for the active vessel and activate. Now, tell me I did put a communitron on these guys. Can anyone spot the communitron? Ah, there it is. Activate that one. Activate that one. And activate that one. That way I won't forget. How long we got until our burn? 8 more minutes. So we got those out. Let's have a look how we're doing battery power wise. Not too bad. There's another stage that got recovered. Good, good, good. So if we look at our remote tech now, and we'll see where we are. Gosh, that's busy, isn't it? So that's us there. Look at all these communications we've got with all the different satellites all bouncing around to get us communication back again. That's the beauty of having lots of satellites. Minimus is doing very good for us communication wise. Let's get rid of some of these because we can't see what we're doing. And yeah, so this one we got communication back to that guy who's given us communication to that guy who's given us communications to the KSP. 7 minutes until our burn. So what we can do now is we can just speed up time. See, computer's holding us on the node. Just checking we're not going to run out of electricity, which we shouldn't do. There it goes. Computer is doing the burn for us. Remote Tech does give you additional contracts. I think there's actually a contract pack which you add on to it, and that gives you that. Right. So we are going to run out of gas before we get there. But that should be fine. What we'll do is we'll use up all the gas that we got. There's the moon, that's where we're heading. As soon as this fuel has run out, it's going to be really, really close. And then that first satellite will give us the gas we need just to get us to where we need to go. Join me in part 3 where we continue our journey to the moon with our satellites. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please consider giving me a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to hear about when I do some more videos. In the meantime, if you want to click on one of the other videos that I've done on a different game, then these are my latest ones. Please go ahead. Or if you click on the next video in this series, that'll take you directly to the next video in this series if I've done it and uploaded it. Thanks for watching.